Hello to my most favorite critters, y'all. I'm Jelly. If you're new here, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. If you are someone who comes back often, thank you so much. I hope that you will continue to come back and visit with us. I'm doing a very simple craft. Super simple. You just need some clothespins, a tin can. This particular can is mandarin oranges, and you can get them at the Piggly Wiggly for $5. And as you can see, they're probably 3 inches tall and 3 inches wide. So they're not very big at all. These make the best barrels. You will also need some jute rope, brown paint, and also some black paint. And that's all you need for this project. And of course, you need a way to secure it. In this case, I'm going to be using just regular low temp hot glue, and you could very well use super glue. I have lost the words. But anyways, so let's get started. For this, I want the flat of the clothespin, the way they come together and form the clothespin, okay, like so. I want to take the flat part and make it go toward the bottom. What I'm going to do is make it from the rim itself, just up underneath the lip of the rim. Hot glue it down. There's a little space here at the bottom and a tiny space at the very top, but that's only because of where the rim sits, and you want this to sit right up underneath the rim. For the next one, leave just a tiny amount of space in between. You don't want too much of a space. Just a tiny amount of space will do. Just a little amount. Does not need to be a lot, but you do want a little bit, because when you're going around this particular can, you want to have a little bit of space there, so that all the clothespins will fit properly around. Otherwise, you'll have a gap come the end. Okay, so let's get going. I hope everybody is doing beautiful today. It is hot here in the Carolinas. It's been averaging about 101 for the heat index. I have 2 air conditioners, and they're cooling off the whole house, which I'm very thankful for. I love this project because it really does look like a barrel in the ends. It just absolutely does. Especially when you put the jute rope up here. Okay, once we get it all the way around like so, then we want to work on the jute. Now for mine in particular, there's two grooves in the clothespins themselves, and so that's where I put my jute rope. And I also put one here at the bottom lip. I do 2 strands around each. And then I take the lighter and go around, and I burn off all the little furry little strands that are sticking out there to give it such a cleaner look. They burn off with no problem and they go right out. And it's a very quick process. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the second one here. I know that was loud. I have to remember that when I am recording videos, that everything I set down, it's almost 10 times louder. I've been noticing that in my videos, and I do apologize for past. It's just me learning from my mistakes. So now I'm going to go through here and run this one off. It's already starting to look like a barrel. Then I'm going to come through here and put this one on. you can choose, of course, to use thicker jute. It just so happens that I have accumulated somehow 3 rolls of the smaller jute. So that's what I'm going with for this particular project. But man, when it's done and it's got all that color on it, it is a beautiful critter. And to be honest, this jute rope on here, also, with this being a tin can, the temperature change will cause these to pop off very easily. And so I've noticed that this is a great addition to it to help keep them in place so that they don't come off. And it just makes it look a lot cuter. Okay, so now I'm going to go through here with this. This is just some Dollar Tree paint in the color brown, and I'm going to take this and paint every bit of it brown, and then we'll do a little bit of the black, a dry brushing to make it look aged. Okay, so just gonna do a simple run through on brushing the whole thing. Even if you get it on the jute rope, that's perfectly fine. Make sure you get it in between each one of the clothespins, because you don't want any of the blonde to show. Blonde as in the wood grain, I should say, because it looks blonde. We're just going to go around and do the whole critter. I forgot to mention this, but I did go ahead, I forgot to hit the record button, but I did, because I had paused it for a moment to get this ready, and I did go ahead and put some jute right around the very top of the rim part. I just did one strand around there. Okay, now that I have all of the brown up here, I'm just peeking to make sure that I got it all in the crevices in between each one of the clothespins here. And then we'll clean this brush out, and we're going to come in and do some black on here to make it look aged, distressed looking. And then as I'm putting the black on there, we're going to wipe it, because I'm going to do a dry brush, but then we're going to wipe it off to give it that distressed look. Okay, and I have very little black on here. We're going to take off most of that off of the brush, and I'm just going to just dab and twist, and then take my work towel here and just wipe most of that off. We want to have we want to see it, but we want to very little see it. So just a simple little, literally just a drop of the black will do just good. like so. And that is one of the easiest projects I have made. And it's a pen container, a marker container. You could put your extra clothespins in here. And guys, when you take your clothespins apart, don't throw these away. You could literally use these for hangers on the backs of things that you're trying to hang up. These make great hangers. I'm sure you can, you know, multi-use them in many ways. So that is all for this project, critters. I hope this inspires you to make something fun today. If nobody has told you today that you're awesome, then please let Jelly remind you, you are awesome. And Jesus loves you, and so does Jelly. Peace and blessings, everybody. Love you. Bye.